Oh, there we go. The market open. Okay. Market's up a little bit. Not quite sure why. I haven't really looked around much this morning. Futures climb on trade optimism. Welcome to 2019. Up, down, up, down. See, the futures were opened lower on Sunday, and then they came back up a little bit today for whatever reason. Trump brightens tone on China. Celgene Bristol Myers squib on Amgen deal. Oh, wow. Double bottom basin. Ouya. Interesting. Oh, yeah, there it is. Volume's a little light on that low, but that's okay. Hey, morning, Rob. GE's up some. Let's see what CNBC has to say about things. So I got the 10-year chart up here, too. 10-year, oh, rose a little bit, 1.533. Last night it was 1.48. So massive moves here for the, massive moves for that. That must have been on the China news last night. Trump says U.S. and China are getting back to the table, is the headline this morning.
You never have to buy another candle.
Why? Oh, because that one? It goes out eventually.
Yeah, because when you leave the wax and it's melted, the wax turns into wax.
Yep. Oh, and then they have a tweet by China said, based on what I know, Chinese and top U.S. negotiators didn't hold talks in recent days. Two sides have been keeping contact at a technical level. It doesn't have significance that President Trump suggested. China didn't change its position. China won't cave to U.S. pressure. Okay. Trump on China trade war. I could declare a national emergency. You know, all these guys that want to get in the White House, I'm not even going to call them politicians. They're just guys that want to get in the White House. They all say the previous president did all this stuff that they wouldn't do, and then they go ahead and do all the stuff that their predecessors did, Trump included. That has more trade war stuff. More trade war stuff. All right, let's see what's going on. So we got quite a few things green today. Nothing up tremendous amounts. Let's go check out the global watch list. Beyond Meat up about 5%. Trying to come up off lows. Pretty big in the after hour session. Not sure. Well, that's probably just due to the whole general market getting up. IIPR, SoFun. Now we're already back down to where we have in the actionable list. Just a few percent, 2 or 3. MongoDB getting very tight on the right side over there. INS looking okay. GMed, ZTO already again setting up with a little mini bull flag after it attempted there at $20. So it could have a buy point right there at about 2039. It's going to need some momentum. Apple's been all over the place with the rest of the market. Very wide and loose up here. I will say, talk every once in a while about wide action or tight action. Definitely the Nasdaq has wide action right now. I mean, Friday and today are just perfect examples. Just very loose. I mean, no matter which way you slice it, it's loose action. Massey and Massimo. Oh, is that a clothing company? Let me look at that real quick. Just double check what that is. Massimo is a clothing company. This is not a clothing company. Okay. Mosimo, I think. This is Massimo. Oh, okay, yeah. Develops patient monitoring products which include a monitor, circuit board, consumables, and reusables. I don't even know what that means. Let's look them up. Massimo Corporation. Because that looks pretty good. Massimo. Gonna look up Massimo, pull it up on the screen here. Hospital automation. Automating certain aspects of healthcare that can give skilled clinicians something, because I can't finish reading it. Okay. Non-invasive patient monitoring technologies. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. That's fun. That's good business to be in. Doesn't seem bad at all. Chart pattern's looking pretty good. Stocks of power. What's up, Eli? How was everybody's weekend, by the way? Rob, Eli, how are you guys doing? Mine was okay. Went to a kid's birthday party and got to drop the kid off, so that was good. And yesterday was kind of a lazy day. Trying to rest my ankle up a little bit. Finish up the sprain so I don't re-sprain my sprain. Let's go see what's down on the actionable list here. Alexon Pharmaceuticals. Big merger news on the overnight session regarding Alexion. It. Oh, is it a company? Did you do like a startup thing? Or did you just buy lots of truffles? Yeah, I agree with you, Eli. I'm not really jumping in this market. I got my gold trade, a human investment. That kind of sounds like you working for Jeffrey Epstein on the side now. Boom, Jeffrey Epstein joke. Coming to real stocks for humor and inappropriate humor. That's funny. Fun busy is a good way to. That's a good weekend. I like fun busy weekends. Once my ankle gets healed up a little more, I'll have some. I'll have some better weekends. As that coming in a little bit. All right. I mean, the only thing really doing even half decent, in my opinion, is gold. Gold's really one of the few things that's working really good on many levels and for different reasons, which is always a good thing, especially for a commodity. It has a sentiment behind it right now too on the weekly chart. Look at that volume perking up. Everyone's finally jumping into gold, or at least thinking about it. I saw that big move up on the when it opened on Sunday. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Break his neck on a blanket. Oh, you got some GLD. Yeah, I mean it's so far it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. Almost my measured move right there. 4 more bucks to go. Almost exactly. And we had what, $3 the other day? Oh, the uh no, I actually don't care. No, I know people keep saying it's not a suicide, this or that. I really don't know. They broke his neck on a blanket, so he was laying down, and they called it a suicide. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can still assassinate someone in a U.S. facility in 2019, apparently. Wow. Uh, I mean, you always wish that we wouldn't have these kind of things happen in the U.S., you know? Well, I guess especially in the U.S. Especially if you live in the U.S. You wish these things wouldn't happen. He leaned forward on a bunk bed with blanket around the neck. Isn't that how isn't that what Robin Williams did? Remember there was 3 or 4 really high famed celebrities that committed suicide within like 6 months back during that time frame. I think it was Robin Williams that did something. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was someone else. But someone did commit suicide like that, like in the room from a door handle or off of a bunk or something like that. It wasn't even like off of a fan. It's pretty sad. You really have to want to die to do that. He's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and die. Now I'm looking it up. Lewy body disease? I don't even know what that is. Man, it's so sad when Robin Williams died, man. Hmm. On Wikipedia, it's awesome. His career is just massive, massive section. And his personal life, too. That's very good. Yeah, they don't show it actually. I know. It just there was a lot of people during that time. It was like 3 or 4 of them just ended up taking their lives. Sucks, man. Someone brings. I mean, Robin Williams is one of those guys. If he did something, you just saw it. You know, well, no matter what it was, you're like, yep, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna go see that. Anyway, way to bring us down, Eli. I was having a good morning. Then you start talking about Robin Williams' suicide. Thank you. Appreciate that. Gosh. Gosh. All right, GLD perking up a little bit here. NASDAQ still flat from the open. Probably a little bit down from the open, actually. We can go to the Qs and actually see what the open was. Open. Oh, we're down a little bit from the open. Yeah, so let's go look at the Qs on the daily chart. Really kind of see what's going on there. Yeah, so you see Gappy with one massive down day. They worked really hard to get it up there. And then nothing. Then a big drop back down. So we'll see what happens from here. I don't have a lot of faith in the NASDAQ at this stage. Nor do I have faith in Trump and the process that they're doing. Trump's trying to make it seem like it's they're negotiating, but China's obviously like, yeah, no, not really. China's really playing hard to get, and Trump's like, I just don't like you, you know. I just don't like you at all. Yeah. Well, why do you keep hanging around, Trump? Well, because I don't like you. You know, stuff. Why didn't you just go away, Trump? But no. No, I'm here too. I can stay here too. It's a free country. It's my Trump and Chinese girl impression. You're welcome, everyone. And the channel just shut down. That's kind of what it seems like, though, in the media. You read on IB about China backing off last week? Let me see that article. You know what? IBD, they've become fairly spammy with their news articles. Not that it's fluff stuff, but it's just they always feel like putting 2 articles out pre-market, 1 article out post-market. So I'm always getting notifications, so nothing really sinks into me to actually, oh, I should read this. Doesn't really work out. Rob, should have gotten the SQQ on Friday. It dropped as soon as I logged off for the day. Oh, really? Well, see, here's the thing about here's the thing about it on Friday. I mean, you can't. So remember, I had my short on. I was actually doing a bunch of math last night because I added to my gold position on the drop yesterday, which made gold pop. There was really no way to know. This was everything yesterday was news based. That's the thing. It was all news based, just based on blanket market action. There was really no edge to be had, at least in my opinion. I mean, I put on a really good short up here. I should have held on to my short probably, but like getting into a short up here, it would have been tough. If we do get it back up there again, it's up to you if you want to try that. But I don't think you can beat yourself up too hard on that one. Now, if we do have like a little mini rally and stuff like that, maybe you can try to jump in there. But look, if something happened, we're gonna take this candle, invert it, and probably add some is how much we're gonna rally. So, not to mention, like if you would have, let me just go back in here again. If you would have jumped in on any of this early, kind of like before I did, you have to get this really high, otherwise it's really difficult to jump into the shorts because it just whipsaws you all the way around. Especially if you're gonna do the SQQ, because the 3% move on the NASDAQ is 9%, almost 10% move on the. This one's only 0.82%. Oh no, they go 3.76. So this would have been over a 10% move on the SQQQ. So again, flip that, and you would have to hold through, being down 10%, which always feels really bad. So don't get too down on yourself. And the other thing you can do too, Rob, is if you really felt that strongly to do the short, you can always do a smaller short, you know, if you don't get in because of something I say or because it's just trepidation on your part, but you're just really, really, you can always take a smaller trade. That way you can at least practice because, you know, you're always practicing when you're trading too, but a lot of people practice with like actual real money, but in a lot of instances, you should practice with a lot less money. So you can get in and just practice with less money. That's all. Nothing crazy. All right, Nasdaq's starting to roll over a little bit here this morning. I will say this, though. If you look at the NQs, there's a tremendous amount of volume on the overnight session here. I was kind of waiting to see how that was going to come out. Usually we open and volume's down here. We open and volume was like right there. We haven't added that much this morning so far. There's been a lot in the overnight. Quite a bit. Overstock down. Overstock's been very wide. Man, that's if you would have traded that one, that's 40% drop. And then a 47% increase in price. This thing has just been insane. And then now another massive drop. The percentages this thing prints every day is just out of this world. For Overstock, it's like trading a garbage crypto. Really nice volatility. All right, check out the Jild. Jild looks like it's starting to slowly poke up. Didn't really sell off much. You can see in the overnight session here, we gapped up really high. I don't know why. And then we dropped all the way back down to these levels, but we found just massive support here at that right around this area here, the 144, 143.5 level. Yesterday, we had a huge candle, or Friday, right there that ended about that 143.5, and I think we talked about this one a little bit too. We found a lot of support there, right there at that low, that same level. There's that big candle, and you can see right where that candle closes is right where we find that support. So I don't think that's surprising. We find support there at 143.5. I don't think that's surprising. And then you've got this holding above 143.5, and then now we're curling back up. So that it's hard to read that much into one candle, and I guess I'm asking a lot of the chart, but that to me seems like a tremendous amount of interest in gold, and support there would not be out of the ordinary. Let's just put it that way. You know, wouldn't be out of the ordinary to have a lot of support there. I guess one of the questions you got to ask yourself is that, you know, if the Nasdaq is going to bounce around, is gold going to continue rallying? In the last mini cycle, which was before Friday's pop over here, we were basically trading inverted to the Nasdaq for the most part. You can see we took a route lower here, and there's a little inclining trend line right there. So, and then Friday we have this, and then we have this in gold. So they're really trading inverted to the Nasdaq. Everyone knows gold's broken out, so everyone's jumping into gold as the Nasdaq's kind of half-ass falling apart. So we'll see if that you know, divergence between the two maintains that almost a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh, AMD and Roku getting up. Let's check these guys out. AMD on the daily doesn't look like much progress whatsoever. Looks like we broke a supportive trend line, and really failure to break higher here. We'll see if this is a bear flag. It looks like it could be in a measured move. Take you down into the 200-day moving average. Roku should be highs. Not quite, almost. Oh, Friday had a big reversal for Roku as the market sold off. I guess that makes sense. Look at all the volume stepping in this morning on Roku too. Pretty good volume so far. No one's really selling off Roku. I mean, look at this, even on the daily chart, Friday sell-off, barely average volume, where we had, looks like 5 days of majorly increased volume over here. Some selling involved, but still the ability to rise amidst all this. Just, man, Roku's amazing. TLRA, JD, ZTO, Still under 20. Starbucks. They sold off pretty decent on Friday. Looks like they're starting to take a little bit of profit on some of these. Nasdaq 0.35%. GE back to flat. It was up a little bit. No, now it's all the way back down. GE is just weak. So, yeah, not a lot to do here. I want to see that that article. I wonder what article it is. May 23. This was Friday. Interesting. All right, but he's got a new stock screener. Wonder what this is made off of. Adobe ID syncing iframe. Interesting. And my kid's whining in the other room. Lovely. All right, so not much going on here. My kids are having issues in the other room. I may just bail and go see if they're still alive. I think they're still alive. Gold looks like it's pretty strong this morning. NASDAQ is trying to maintain positivity this morning. We'll see if it's able to do that. I don't think there's a lot of moves to be made here other than, I don't know, Roku just looks super strong. Let's check out Carvana for a minute. Carvana holding pretty strong here as well. But I think I'm going to bounce, ladies and gentlemen, before this fighting gets any worse. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. I'll be in the Slack chat room if you guys need to chat about anything or have any questions, and I'll see you in there. All right, bye.